Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so it's been about 6 months since I've done this. I think it's a little bit less actually, but either way, I want to do another one. Favorite characters, or even just kind of like meta defining characters, like top 5 favorites. Personal opinion. I had to say it because a lot of people were upset because they didn't read the title. But this is my personal opinion. Top 5. I did do a top 10, but that just dragged into a 40-minute video, and I don't really want to do that. This is what it looked like. I think the last character to drop was Owetsu, so it's like 4 months ago approximately. It's the end of the year. I want to do it. I will do an actual tier list once we get mid-month resurrections, because people are saying that it might be 5th anniversary Ichigo and Byakuya, because they were in the epic raid bonuses, so possibly they might end up being resurrected. But as you can see, like, it's kind of favorited and whatnot, but I've slimmed it down, and I've also taken out some of the memes, the jokes, and I've also added an extra tier list because characters like Owetsu I don't own, so why would I rank them? So I ended up making a different tier list. So we have, you know, each of the attributes. These are the characters that we'll be adding in, and then some of these will be moving out, and then these are characters that are great, but I just don't have the character. Like, they would be up there, like, easily top 5, but I just don't have the character. Like, I have him on my ult, but I don't play on my ult, so I'm not going to include him on the tier list. He would probably be easily, like, top 3 speed for me. But, without further ado, let's go through it. We're going to be starting off with a heart. And, unfortunately, some of them are going to have to drop off. This is not a actual power tier list. This is just, like, me, how I enjoy the characters. And, unfortunately, I don't use True Shikai anymore. Just do not use him. And not gonna lie, I don't use Rangiku, so goodbye Rangiku. Now it is going to be up to Byakuya and Ichigo, and I'm not gonna lie, I prefer Byakuya. But the new Ichigo absolutely blasted him. This is almost a power. This is almost an accurate tier list, but like, Ichigo just has that extra oomph to him. Like, he's just insane. Also, the visuals and whatnot. Also, Byakuya's visuals are absolutely insane. Like, the damage that Ichigo can do. His strong attack kit is absolutely beautiful. And, like, the SA2, I think, is genuinely like, the only difference from strong attack kit for these two. But, like, Ichigo's just him. You know, you can have him, like, 1 out of 5 and easily, like, cook any go quest that he can go into, you know. Limit Breaker as well. Both these characters are absolutely insane. Like, they're almost the exact same kind of, except Ichigo has the better EX skill and just more damage. But obviously, you know, Ichigo's also like my favorite character, so that also goes into a little bit of play. Also, guys, comment down below. Forgot to say this. Who is your favorite one of each attribute? Like, to play, to use, no matter what it is. I don't know, just a little bit of fun. But yeah, let's go to mine now. So we ended up getting a few characters. Obviously not all of the new characters are here. Some of them are like normal attack damage characters. I'm not including normal attack damage characters, except for a very few selection that are actually kind of fun and I actually use. But for mine, we have Rukia, 1000 Butler Candace, and the new Christmas Retsu. And let's see, who am I going to replace? To be honest, I think I'm going to kick Asna out and put Retsu up. Gonna put Retsu up, yeah, because I actually enjoy using the character. Where would I put her? Probably here. Like, she's really fun, even with her guild quest skills only. Like, she's usable like anywhere outside of like Limit Breaker, to be honest. Like, Limit Breaker, I will say she feels absolutely terrible. But like in Link Sut Trials or anything else. And in her own guild quest, like, she's really good. She's fun to use. I like her visuals, and it's Retsu. Retsu's hot, so you know we ball. Now I don't know if I want to bump down White, but like Candace, I haven't used her. I have not used her since I pulled her for her guild quest video. Rukia, I have not used except for maybe one of the Bankai Co-op live events, maybe. I just don't really want to use these two characters. I never use these two characters. Like, outside of their guild quests, I'm just never, ever going to use these characters. So I just, yeah, I'm not putting them in my top 5 favorite. As for power, I'm not going to lie. I don't have Basby. He's probably great, but I don't have him. So I'm going to just put him here. I feel like he would be good. I don't think he had, like, really wonky strong attacks. But I guess then again, he doesn't have Berserker. So I don't know. I don't know. He'll be a maybe. He's a good unit, but it's whatever. Nemu, love the character, really fun, ranged NAD character as well. But in Link's Art Trials, she's gonna be extremely mediocre. In Limit Breaker Quest, I just never use her. Epic Grid, she is pretty fun. But I can't lie, I would rather use any of these other characters over her. And Epic Grid specifically, this is my GOAT. Ichigo is the best power character when it's like a super hard, difficult Epic Grid, in my opinion. But either way, yeah, I don't use Nemu. But the new Senju. Now, obviously, I know the Epic Grid is ×3 damage for her right now. But she is just absolutely amazing. Also, bumping down Ichigo, by the way. Don't have him. Senju Maru is just so much fun. Her starter tech kit, SA1 is like Yuha's, SA2 960, SA3 full screen. The visuals, amazing. The NAD string, amazing. The status summon, like where they are all different status summons, that's really cool. The Soul Bomb is really cool. The art is amazing. She's also a really fun character. So, like, I really like using her. Now, where would I put her? Realistically? I love Mugetsu. I absolutely love Soifon. The only thing is, when Soifon does, like, when she is against hard, like, tanky enemies, and they do have guard, it is kind of annoying. So, realistically, I think she's, like, somewhere in here. I'll put her in third for right now, because we haven't been able to see her in Guild Quest. Which is going to be another big thing, like, once I do my actual tier list video, because I'm not waiting until the 21st to do a tier list video of January, when January would basically be over at that point. It'll probably be, like, the 14th or something, like, after, like, a day or two after the Resurrections. But I don't know. I think this is fine. Like, Mugetsu, I still think is my favorite character, power-wise. And then Ichigo and Ulk, I'm so tempted to put Ichigo above, I can't lie, because I do not use Ulk. I just don't use him. Especially now, considering I already replaced him in Guild Quest with Retsu. So I'm literally, like, never, ever use him. But he's still really good. He's still absolutely insane. It's just, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the Future fit. The Future Society fit. I prefer, like, renewed Ulk, like, look-wise. I don't know. I still use 8th Anniversary Ichigo in literally everything. Like, when Range No Affiliation dropped and Range Hollow, I used Ichigo. I used Grimmy for my clear, but I still used Ichigo. So, you know, yeah, he's only 4/5 too. I think I'll leave it like this. Next is Speed. So, 3 characters that I actually like. Or at least, you know, aren't terrible, mediocre NAD characters. Is Bambietta, Isane, and the new Askin. Yeah, the NAD character. I'm actually going to be ranking a NAD character. Which is kind of crazy considering when you look at the lineup. But you'll understand why. Now, Bambietta, I really like her. Like, she's cool. She's unique, like how she attacks. But no Berserker, no SP boost. She feels terrible. Even at 2 out of 5, she feels terrible. Like, she feels like a 1/5 renewed Okiora outside of Guild Quest. In Guild Quest, I think she's really good. But I honestly already want a replacement. I just don't really care. I'm not going to rank her. I will say, though, Kenpachi is moving up. He's number 1 for me. I gave him Long Stride, and I don't need anyone else. Yatru, I've just kind of got bored of. I don't really use her anymore. Another thing, Senju Maru, I don't really farm anymore, so I don't really use her anymore. So I'm going to bump her down. I still really like her and all that, but I'm going to kick Ulk out. I haven't used him, like, at all. It's been probably a year since I've used him. Maybe since Nini dropped, I think, because that was, like, his last thing, Ranged Hollow. But I will say, no Isane still. Like, I would have loved to have had Isane. Didn't get her. She would definitely be up here. She'd probably be my favorite farmer. But at the moment, I think Askin is probably... I don't think he's above Macy. But, like, he's really good. I've used him in Link's Art Trials. I've used him in Epic Grades. I've used him in Brave Battles. I haven't used him in Guild Quest yet because there's no place to use him yet. But obviously, he's like a side NAD unit, so we can't really use him there. And honestly, I feel like if he has Killer, he might also be able to be used in in Limit Breaker Quest potentially. Maybe, especially if we get an attack boost link down the line. That would be crazy. He'd be proccing left, right, and center. I would love attack boost links in the game. But yeah, I think this is my like top 5 favorite speed characters at the moment. Asani would probably nudge out Senjumaru, but unfortunately I just don't have her, so it is what it is. She can just chill down there. And now for technique. I'll say this right now. This is very unfortunate because I would like to kick like 2 characters out of technique, but I can't. I don't have Tendro, and he's a NAD unit, so it's whatever. And Little Toto, I just don't care for in general. So I'm not even going to put in great. I just don't care for Little Toto. Like, she's a whatever character to me. But Giselle is my #1 technique character. Get this Ichibei out of here. I hate Ichibei and his terrible gauge. That gauge is so shit. 50% SP boost and Frenzy 1. And, isn't it like 100% Berserker? Like, the fact that he only procs his SP boost and whatnot on his gauge is awful. I hate it. He has nothing until he procs that gauge. Same thing with Bruno. Hate Bruno. I do not like that character. He sucks. I don't care. But yeah, Giselle is my #1 favorite technique character at the moment. It's either Giselle or Gremmy. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Halle Bell, Ichigo, they're fine. Like, I still use them. Not really Halle Bell that much anymore. Like she technically could be replaced, but when I look at the technique characters, I'm just like, oof. Like, these 3 are holding tech down for their life. And then I guess also Little Toto now. Little Toto is still great. It's just I just don't have her, and I just don't care for the character, like character-wise. But yeah, much faster video than last time. Just me saying who I prefer more, who I use more. Like, this isn't a tier list video of like, oh, well, Mugetsu is worse than Soifon, or Mugetsu is better than Soifon, so that's why they're, like, no, it's just who I use more. Like, obviously, power creep does go into my consideration, because I want to use powerful characters. I want to use the new characters. I want to use the new looking characters, because they probably have better visuals. But, like, some of them are, like 8th Anniversary Ichigo is, like, almost a year and a half old at this point. He's still in my top 5 because he's one of my favorite characters. His soul bomb is really cool. His strong tech I really like, even though his SC1 is absolute dog shit. I don't care. Macy as well. She somehow, almost my entire tier list has a 18% shave. There's Quincy Ichigo, 8th Annie Ichigo, Macy, and I think Meninas has an 18% shave, or at least something close to it. And then Heart is just absolutely stacked, broken beyond belief. Characters, hello phone. And then I guess Halle Bell also has an 18% shave, I believe, or something like that. Maybe it's a 40% shave. Either way, not the most insane strong tech. But this is my list. This is my list. I can't believe I had to say this 1,000 times, but this is my list. I will be having an actual tier list coming out in a week or 2. I just wanted to do a fun video. There's not much to cover at the moment until we get more news and whatnot. But yeah, hope you guys had an amazing day. Best of luck. I don't know why I'm saying best of luck. Let me know down below your thoughts and opinions on who your favorite characters are. Take care and peace out. Also, I will drop the link to this in the description. I only have like 7th Anniversary or like 8th Annie characters and above, basically. Like, I don't have like super old characters because like I didn't really add them, so it is what it is. But yeah, take care.